you can take me to paradise. Maybe you can take me to paradise. Maybe you can take me to paradise. I will find you in the night. Ooh. Do you wanna take me away? Ooh. Do you wanna take me away? Falling deep into the moonlight, nothing's ever felt quite right like this. All these confusing emotions, we could dive and sink right in. Maybe you can take me to paradise. Maybe you can take me to paradise. Maybe you can take me to paradise. I will find you in the night. Ooh. Do you wanna take me away? Ooh. Do you wanna take me away? Hey, I think it's time for a good day. Wouldn't you say? Hey, hey, good things coming your way, baby. Hey, I think it's time for a good day. Wouldn't you say? Hey, 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 good day. Heating up, yeah, you like the sunbeam down. Ooh, and now too cool for the snow, hot for the cold. Let you walk all over me. I think I might be getting burned. Ha, well, I guess we'll see about that. Dropping this act, never had decorum, let alone some class. So real, feel, now a big deal. You can have it all with a bit of appeal. You do it right, living it up. Feel the good vibes and raise a cup to the baddest in the biz. Getting by on Riz, you see how it is. Hey, I think it's time for a good day. Wouldn't you say? Hey, hey, good things coming your way, baby. Hey, I think it's time for a good day. Wouldn't you say? Hey, 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 good day.
What's up, Brawlhalla? Hope you're doing well today. I know I am. As always, I am your community manager, Defensive, bringing you today a Brawlhalla Star Wars event, pro versus viewer, with none other than Monty. We all know him for his great sword. He might have played the biggest sword, not great sword, available in twos this past weekend or the weekend before. I don't know. Time is kind of up to interpretation nowadays, it feels like. We're gonna have mods dropping some Luke Skywalker codes to some viewers today. If you solve some puzzles, or if you're the first to like guess whatever little games they've cooked up, they might DM you those codes with Twitch whispers, which you need, I think you need to enable those from strangers, and also potentially add a phone number to make that happen. Sora, Huangana, thank you, and good luck to you chat. This is going to be a bunch of fun. I'm super excited. I keep on looking at the wrong camera, even though there's a big red light above this one. Oh, man. Justin, Light, Giggle, Wolfie, True, Lizzie, CB. Hope everybody is well. Magic, I see up there in the chat as well. And a hit. Rover, thank you for the subscription. Hello. Hope you all are enjoying the Brawlhalla Star Wars event. I know I am. We also have the Battle Pass Age of Dragons running. Have you unlocked all those colors yet? I hope so. I hope so, because you're going to be busy June 12th through June 14th, and you're not going to be able to unlock those colors because you're going to be at the Mid-Season Championship here in Atlanta, Georgia, at a very, very cool venue at kind of an awesome time to be in Atlanta because the World Cup is like the following weekend. So there's going to be people from all over the world in Atlanta. There already is because it's kind of a hub, but in Atlanta proper, hanging out, socializing, and just kind of mingling cultures, and you can be a part of that. Stop yapping and star ready. Okay. Toast. Gameplay. MarkyMoo is sitting there on the podium with Luke Skywalker locked in. Who will go up against Monty? I don't know if anybody in here really has the gusto to get a KO on the guy even. The room number is 365435. First one in is the first one to potentially take a game off Monty. We'll see. Who do we have in here? Always tired. And I want to shout out Monty for using the Alone Sad Face title before jumping onto the stream, before we went live. Now he's got to flex that champs title, of course. We have Toast coming in, Claddenstein-like to toggle the room number for us. Thank you, Toast. All right, great sword versus great sword for the first match of this Pro versus Viewers. It's worth shouting out that we'll soon be joined by one of the best Brawlhalla casters of all time, Duke. He's just, he incurred some interruptions in his journey here. I was trying to make it lore-based, but I suddenly blanked on all things Star Wars for a second. 2, 1. Here on Shadow Scar Landing, we have the first match between MarkyMoo and he dashed too quick. I couldn't read it. Was it Frito? Was it Frito-Lays? Now I want a walking taco. Oh my goodness, chat. If you've ever been to a high school like football game or like a gas station or just anywhere that has a bag of Fritos they just pour chili and cheese into, like, oh, it's so American. All right, both great swords in hand for both of these legendary players here. Monty able to disarm the Magyar quickly and just piecing up so much damage so quickly. My goodness, even unarmed, able to deal out some damage there with a neutral air, chases down with the speeder, not once, but twice, neither making contact, but Free over here is now questioning, like, where can I be and be safe? And the answer against MarkyMoo is kind of nowhere. Monty tanks that weapon throw just cuz, guards that weapon as his opponent comes back to the stage, and is opting to keep the spear in hand rather than weapon starve and go for the greatsword. I don't know if that was out of respect or if that was out of just, he just wants to play with that Vibro Axe spear. It is pretty cool, stolen from one of Jabba's guards. It is a lore accurate weapon, and the light attack sounds on it are pretty crispy. Monty getting a punish there for that down signature that whiffed. Sorry, was that neutral? I don't want to hit a PJ right now. I'm so sorry, chat. Any knowers? Any knowers? Monty throwing out a neutral sig that doesn't hit but looks cool. Does it not once but twice. I don't know if the range on that was quite enough for Monty to need the dodge, but the second one makes contact, and we see Luke Skywalker get KO'd for the first time here under Monty's control. Monty looking around for some damage here, finds it with the second haymaker. Chat, if it doesn't work the first time, try again. There is no try, there is only do, and if you try enough, eventually you will do. I think Bruce Lee said that. I added a lot of the other parts, so it's a code quote between Bruce Lee and me. Defensive. Hello. Both great sword users are using great sword right now. We've got light great saber versus great saber here. They're trying to look for these bridges. They're trying to look for the resets. And Monty finds a massive one, able to do so much damage and KO with that finisher. MarkyMoo takes game 1 in this pro verse. Viewers, if you aren't careful against a great sword, you are in trouble. My goodness gracious, Monty showing what greatsword can really do, even against high defense. Oh my gosh. Whew, that was exciting. We have Sidra locking in against Monty now using the strength stance. Not the super strength stance, but the regular strength stance. We're on World's End, and this might be already, who knows, the end of Monty's Proverse Viewer flawless run. He's got 1 win under his belt already. You know what? I take that back, because who knew Luke Skywalker was so good with a pogo stick? Yo, that was so many dares, and they keep on flowing out like a geyser from MarkyMoo right now, and every single one feels like it's making contact, except for those dares, except for that side stick. Monty's accuracy was through the roof to start off, and Sidra's low defense showing as they were knocked into red almost purely by spear dares and knocked out with a singular Sair at the end there. Monty, known for their great sword, is just doing things with spear that spear players wish they could do consistently. Sending about a bunch of propellers, a bunch of helicopters, trying to get this Sidra into damage early. What was that? The whip and throw, gravity cancel, D-light, chase dodge, pickup. What? I don't even know what the last part of that was. That was nuts. More dares raining down for MarkyMoo. The force is not with Sidra right now, and it might not be the light side, at least with Monty, because my goodness, are these dares dark. Ground pound not making contact as this Sidra might finally start to absolutely lock in against this professional player, but you can only do so much. There really is levels to this kind of stuff, and the pros sit on a lofty tower, like maybe one of those sky bases from like one of those cool planets with clouds, you know? Yavin, question mark? Definitely not hot. That one's gold. Sidra able to get a knockout, but Monty back in control over the edge with a spear to hand. The side air to ground, cancel D-light. Was that a recovery ground pound? I blacked out. I swear I blacked out. Oh my gosh. That was disgusting. I play spear. I don't think I've ever done that. That was so cool. That was actually amazing. Monty with the second win here in the Proverse Viewers. Extremely well played. Sidra, you got to stock. You got to feel good about that. And now we're going in, Duke, against another Sidra player here.
Gotta love to see it. Moni, obviously, was the one who was playing Sidra last weekend, so, you know, he kind of knows how to play this stuff.
Yeah, and I think it was worth noting that I think in our company meeting, we were looking at some clips, and somebody shouted out, I think it was Steven, shouted out that, like, oh, he is using the largest sword skin available, though.
Yeah, he's got to get as close to a great sword as he possibly can.
Exactly. So, Duke, he just went up against another player using Sidra. That Sidra was able to get 1 stock, but Monty was doing them absolutely dirty. Not with great sword, but actually with the Vibro Axe spear that Luke has, hitting, like, I don't know, maybe 38 pogos.
Okay, that, you know, that is the optimum amount of pogos that you want to hit. Ooh,
yeah. Fun fact:
there.
corn dogs are called pogos in Canada.
Really?
Yeah. So 38 pogos. There's like 3 Canadians in the chat saying, "Ooh, that sounds so good right now. Maybe some honey mustard."
Is that like, I need to know, like, the real eaters out there, like, is that like a challenge, or is that like just like a normal day for the pogo consumers out there?
Ooh, I don't know. Are there any Canadian Joey Chestnuts in the chat right now?
Dude, the pogos and a good dodge up, yeah.
And does he still get back? He does, touching the bottom of that wall there, surviving. Monty, great sword in hand during the first set against that Magyar. We saw him do some amazing things with the great sword. We're not going to see him now, though, Duke, because he tosses it away looking for that spear.
You know, I also feel like we have to point out the fact that Dragowagi is not just like Mr. Random in the community. Like, he is an actual competitive player that was like literally playing in the tournament last weekend, and he just got the first stock of Moni.
Yeah, it's valid. I'll be 100% honest. I'm not wearing my spectacles, and I just saw Sidra. I didn't see name at all.
You know what? That's valid. All Sidras, they start to blend together after a certain point.
It is an exciting newfound thing. I think Ninja numbers, 728. Oh my goodness! Used to be the only one rocking Sidra and getting cannon KOs just like that in the pro scene, but it's fallen off as the meta shifted so much. But with super stances, we're so back.
Yep, she's coming back.
Yeah, and in the 2 scenes as well, because you get that sword over the axe with that super strength, which is just so, it can be so oppressive and do so much damage. Monty locking up with the recovery there on Spear. Keeping his record, Duke.
He's keeping it going.
3-0.
Have we seen a pro lose before? I need to know. I'm not the historian on the pros versus viewers.
I think we have.
Oh. He dropped the ball. Chat, tell me. Who's the worst pro who's ever been on?
I want to say that we had Future Bubble and BalloonBoy when they were still teaming on the stream.
Okay.
And maybe they dropped the game combined, so maybe they're the 2 worst.
Ooh.
the like huge winning
honestly worth
players.
though. Like yeah, you could say that you took a game off of the world champion on stream.
Mm-hmm. And second place at BCX.
Yeah, exactly.
To boot. Which maybe not this year. Maybe we see another grand final set against BalloonBoy and MarkyMoo, and this time BalloonBoy doesn't SD in like game 2, game 3.
Ah, that's kind of tradition. Anyways, here we are. Next game, Seabass on deck.
Is it really? Do we have just... All right, Monty had to have told all of his friends that he was going to be in Pro vs. Viewers. They're like, just viewers? Yeah, right. Pro vs. Pro, more like it. He asked me ahead of the stream, actually, if he should turn off, like, guild and, like, friend invites to the room number. I was like, if you want to show off more, yeah, you should.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Monty hit a ton of these down signatures yet. I don't know if it's because of unfamiliarity with the legend or just because he's been playing against other professional players for the past 2 games. But they are super cool. And if y'all tuned in earlier this week when Metagame Mike was in the ranked 1v1's queue, he was hitting them constantly. And the true combos you get out of those signatures are just so generous. Just like Monty with the damage.
That was clean. Good punish on the whiff, the gravity cancel down sig on the side of Seabass. Moni though, he hit one. Oh, easy punish.
Oh my gosh! What?
So he hit the ground pound. I think he chase dodged down for a side air afterwards, and that's the only reason why he ended up falling there. But I like the idea.
Yeah, I thought that was just going to be an instant double knockout between Monty and Nix here, but Seabass surviving, stocks equalized. Monty with the signature greatsword in hand, doing lots of damage, almost KOing off the top.
No recovery. Gonna just wait for Seabass to land down, trying to hit the end sig. Oh.
I mean, when you're able to use the force, I feel like you do it, you know? Like, I was talking about this, I think, a week ago. If I had the force, I would never be dehydrated. I would just force pull water towards me all the time from a distance.
Dude, that's what I was thinking as you were setting up the premise of this concept is like, yeah, isn't it just straight up good practice to like always be using the force? Like Luke was in the bog trying to lift rocks and things with the force, right? So like just day to day use the force. Like just, you know what? I don't feel like lifting my leg while walking. I'm just gonna use the force to do it for me. Nice dare.
Speaking of using your feet in the force, Monty forces that game to end with a down air, knocking out Seabass. I don't know if you're Chilean or not, Seabass, but you just got served up on a platter, my guy.
I have never had Chilean sea bass.
I don't think I have either. I think it's actually called like a hogfish. And Chilean sea bass is just like a fancy Michelin name.
It's like a Rocky Mountain oyster. Like it's like they use word lingo to change what is one thing to another.
Yeah, they make it sound nicer than it is.
Yeah.
Like when you call something a lobster instead of a sea bug, you're more likely to eat the lobster. I don't know. I agree with Anakin in a big way. I'd be using a knife and a fork to eat a pear with the Force, you know, serving it to my significant other on Naboo, pre-Death Star. Right away, getting into it against a Vivi here. I think we clicked off the monitor because I can no longer see their name. Are they just XP?
Yeah, they're just XP.
Oh.
You see the letters go from lowercase to capital.
I see. All right, they're not going to get a lot of XP from this match if it goes as quickly as it looks like it might against Brawlhalla here.
Hopefully they get enough time in the game to at least get some XP, because if you get taken out too fast, the game just says, nah, you weren't playing.
Yeah, it's a nice and important thing to have, but it can be embarrassing. Monty trying to go for a side light into a neutral signature, not making contact. That's not even a 50-50, dude. That's just a hard call out.
Yeah, he's just trying to get that read, but instead reads the spot dodge, easy punish. And this is the classic Moni, like, great sword talent that he is. That's one of the reasons why I think we asked him to be here, is because he is one of the best great swords in North America.
Yeah, 100%. If anybody's going to do it in a big way with Luke Skywalker, it's going to be Monty. Worth shouting out, Brawlhalla partners, Mr. Silaz and Zavanoya, who both have, like, I think it's a level 100 on Zavanoya's account and a level, like, 200 XP-wise on Mr. Silaz's account, Magyar's.
Wow.
So if we really wanted to, we could have done a partner-verse viewer. But it wouldn't have been as flashy as as we have here with Monty, a 3-stock against that Vivi. And I feel like Monty gifted the Vivi some time to make sure XP got XP.
Was like, I won't chase you off stage for this one. I'll just let you kind of chill for a little bit so that the game timer lasts long enough.
Yeah. Oh, Zavanoy's in the chat. Hey, Zav. Shout-outs. Also level 200 Magyar experience-wise.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why?
I think because Magyar is awesome. They're just cool. 100 souls in a suit of armor.
You know what? Super Stance Magyar, I'm in. You got me.
I've been hearing some people call legends that can get 11 in a stat like the Ultra Stance or Mega Stance, which is interesting because it's wrong, but it sounds cool.
Yeah, I mean, I love when communities make up their own language.
Yeah, and like a lot of things in like the unofficial Brawlhalla glossary came from the community, right? Like Egg Drop, for example, or the Russian Mafia, or Crocky Ball, which I think is an asterisk, not the official title of the Spike Ball in the glossary, but if you know, you know. Yeah,
we need to bring back Z.
I still use it interchangeably with SD. It's just better. It just sounds like it's the end of the alphabet, it's the end of your stock. You know, it just makes sense. And I guess it's technically Z-E-E if you were to write it out, but hopefully neither of these players in this match Z, as Monty's able to finally connect one of those down signatures and confirm the KO with a recovery. True combo, by the way.
All right, who is he playing against? CRISPR.
That's another familiar name.
That's a DNA system modification.
Yeah, it's one of those like genetic things they modified to go in and like slice specific chains apart. Science is cool, but God, they have so many things that are made up. It's so much easier to remember Brawlhalla terms.
Yeah, very real terms.
Yeah, practical. Use in real life terms, you know, like I haven't done a cosine equation in my adult life.
Dude, I was thinking about Hospital's rule, and I was like, I don't even know what that is, but I do know what a gravity cancel is. So like,
you say hospitality's rule?
No, La Hospital. Anyone in chat? You guys, any nerds out there?
Any knowers?
Any knowers?
What is the wavy white circle as the third emoji? Oh, dude, for context, the mods are giving away some Luke Skywalker codes in chat.
Ooh.
Cryptically and codified, like.
Okay.
So if you see any complete... the nerds are locked in. Wait, they're busy, dude. They're busy.
They're learning great sword combos right now.
Yeah, as Monty finally hits that side signature, fully charged against CRISPR, cutting out not their DNA, but their last stock with that great sword string.
Love to see it. All right, Dusty, explain La Hospital's rule. You said you learned it not too long ago.
Oh, this is good study for this guy.
Yeah,
Dusty,
chat.
Good luck.
What month is it? Is there like a test coming up anytime soon? Any finals havers?
Spring break ended like a month ago, so like maybe midterms or something.
Okay. Why did they say legend names in between rounds?
Who?
Chat. The collective.
I think the mods might have said like first person to guess the legend I'm thinking of gets a code.
Oh, okay.
Which is fun.
Well, there's 50 guesses and none of them were right, so.
8 more tries.
Ooh, BalloonBoy.
Oh my gosh. AP US history exam today. Somebody said in chat.
Okay.
Good luck remembering things.
Luck.
Remembering is all history is. There's no critical thinking
Remember
needed.
1937.
What happened then?
I
Alamo?
don't know. I have no idea.
You're from Texas, so I just assumed the Alamo.
That'd be a good guess.
I just remember it, whatever it is. All right, y'all. Second place at BCX 2025. We're looking at BalloonBoy using the Mandalorian with that Beskar spear, just completely, I think the term is murdered out. Disney, I'm sorry I said the word murder twice now. But just black on black with the shine of that helmet. It looks so cool. It's like, what if?
It's looking sick. I wonder how excited BalloonBoy is for the movie, because obviously he locked in on the Mandalorian. He's also in the super stance, which gives +2 to, he's in the defense stance. So he's actually got like a reasonable amount of defense. So this is actually a really cool showing, because I think some people are going to be picking up Ada to do this.
Yeah, I've seen a lot more Ada as of late. And God, the signature kit is just so good. The dexterity feels nice. Blasters are strong. Spear is super strong. I mean, it spaces for itself, essentially. And we're seeing Monty here behind by a stock until that recovery lands, and not showing dominance like he has so far in this Pro vs. Viewer. Because
yeah, that was a really clean recovery, though, on Monty's side.
Yeah, it was smooth. I mean, that's part of Greatsword, is the kit just kind of flows if you let it. BalloonBoy piecing him up, guarding off stage. Monty able to get back over the edge there, being aggressive, not afraid to chase BalloonBoy off the edge. I'm so afraid of that neutral sig.
From BalloonBoy?
From Ada's blasters, yeah. There's so much force.
He's just chilling on this wall. Things are getting serious. Moni's not just running straight at the opponent.
Yeah, we might have to add an asterisk on the title and say pros were also watching.
Yeah. Pros versus other pros.
Yeah, I mean, this is essentially turned into a show match, which is super cool. And seeing the Star Wars representation, not only by Monty on Luke Skywalker, but with BalloonBoy on the Mandalorian with Grogu following him around, like this is what Brawlhalla and Star Wars have enabled. It's so cool. I was just writing a sentiment report the other day, and I recovery might do it, almost.
Okay.
I let it off by saying the Brawlhalla community is younger, and not a lot of them knew the joy of growing up with Star Wars until Star Wars crossed over into Brawlhalla, and now they know that joy. Like, it is so cool to see these characters in this game.
Yeah, I'm very curious the overlap and how many people were like, oh, this character has been added to this video game I enjoy. Let me go watch the movies that it came from. Yeah,
I'm sure that Venn diagram is very skewed in one direction, towards maybe the more popular IP. But, you know, I'm sure there have been some people that learned about Star Wars through Brawlhalla. Monty's dangerously in the red here. Can he rack up damage enough to put BalloonBoy on the back foot? Able to do a lot of greatsword damage quickly now. BalloonBoy struggling to find a hit.
Didn't dodge. Moni not going to do anything after that side light. Swap over the spear. Watch out for the sig.
What a dodge! Away from that recovery so smoothly. Able to get one side light to rack up some damage, but the recovery call out from BalloonBoy locks things down. And I like that he's still using the Mega Man KO effect, no matter what legend he's on.
It's because it takes too much effort to change everything, so he's just going to change the character.
Yeah, it makes sense. And Toast, if you have a spare second, add an asterisk next to you. And add also pros,
today,
maybe.
Today, BalloonBoy is one of us. Today, we are all BalloonBoy.
Oh, man. ProEdition. I'm curious if this is another pro. What do you think, Duke?
No. Usually when somebody has a name like that, they're actually just like a fella who's a fan of pros.
You're likely right there. I saw PRO, and the first thing I thought of was Prophet.
Okay.
OG Boomy name swap before he realized it was a little bit silly and went back to Boomy like immediately. But the dragon on Shadow Scar landing, Ragnar gets a little bit of a locality buff, I feel like. Luke Skywalker is really used to icy planets, you know, a lot of swamps.
He's been to a lot of planets.
Yeah, I don't know how many mountains he's been on, honestly.
Valid.
At least in, you know, the 3 episodes, we really got to hang out with him a lot.
Yeah. We had the desert, we had the forest, and we had the snow. Those are some of the iconic places he's been to. But
yeah,
no mountains.
Some cloud cities, too, which I guess are taller than mountains, but you don't really see the ground.
Space, also an option.
Space mountains are cool. And also the name of a very fun ride at Disney.
I am afraid of rides, so I can't agree.
Ooh. Is that a height thing or is it a speed thing?
I like not being afraid.
Ah, so it's just the totality of the
Yeah.
ride. That's valid. Where do you draw the line? What do you like? If I bring up teacups, are you shivering or are those
Yeah, no
cool?
thanks. I'm good.
Do you have what's that fear of like large mechanical things like Gigo?
No, I would fight Freddy Fazbear, but like not like in a car.
But if he was like in the Hall of Presidents, you'd be terrified.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so valid. Why didn't we get a point? That is a good question. I think it's because Toast and Winan are yammering back and forth.
They're
just
gonna
hanging out.
add an extra category. It's Monty, you, and then BalloonBoy. And BalloonBoy's gonna have the extra one.
It's gonna be like super hidden in the bottom right. Toast yelled at us, but it was indiscernible from this distance.
I think
man.
he's okay. Well, you can say that it won't fit, but you know what does fit is like a 1 where that 0 is. That does fit. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Monty lost the game against BalloonBoy there. Bo, he did put the U asterisk and pro. Oh man, BalloonBoy, I am a viewer. This is true, but you're a super viewer. Let's put it that way. You're stanced up into having PR.
Zavanoya's right. ProEdition is in fact cooking. He's in the lead right now over Moni.
Yeah, I saw a few people saying this might be Guichibu or Meg D.
Interesting.
You know, which, I mean, I was joking when I was like, maybe it's another pro. It might be. They do have superior mashing skills after all this practice, right?
Yeah, it is crazy how good some people are at getting into lobbies when it opens up. Like, that's a skill I do not understand.
Yeah, like Robo consistently is able to get into the lobbies when we're hosting community games. Robo, if you're here, are you trying to get in or not? Is this just like pros are just like one-upping everybody? Monty able to get back to the stage. ProEdition trying to go for that side signature, but Monty able to dodge it. Staying directly under Pro, trying to catch a landing. Pro able to touch the ground, but neither player here is able to do any damage until Pro hits that neutral light, and Monty's off the edge once again.
All right, Danzig gonna be just off the mark. Trying to cover this off platform. That's a burn dodge, but Moni not able to punish. Still denying weapons here. Oh.
Well, the air was almost enough.
Oh, just barely in the salt taunt there. That's 2 for the community.
Oh man, I can see the write-up of this pro versus viewer in like the future when everything's been like described and digitized and told as stories. Dragon breakdance knocks out Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, it's like the that weird reverse camera where you point it at a thing and then it gives you a text description of what it is. That's what that game was.
Oh, speak of Robo, and Robo appears. That's wild.
Ask and he shall appear. Ooh, the super deck stance.
Oh, which gives Vrax not only more true combos on those blasters, but also the Rocket Lance. I'm sure Monty's played against a lot of people using the new super decks on not only Vrax, but Cassidy, where all those true combos just kind of appear.
Yeah, I feel like I gotta hit the cues and see what all these super stances are allowing people to do, because I have not seen too much yet.
Well, I'll tell you what, Monty doesn't need a super stance to take Robo off the top. I remember when Axcalators were part of Brawlhalla in a big, big way, where you got hit by an axe and you were just getting taken north. Monty did it with a spear, which as an Nash main, I love to see it. I've been using super strength stance on Nash, and I feel like Zola. I feel like Rupture. I mean, I hit him like 4 times, and then, you know, lick the envelope, put the greeting card in there that says Sayonara, and boom, it's done.
Yeah, Sayonara Robo, man. You shouldn't. He's like, I shouldn't have listened to Diff when Diff asked for me to join, because right now he's filled with a lot of regrets, I think.
Maybe, but at least he proved he was able to spam into the lobby quick enough and maybe over some pros who are trying to vibe back in. But Monty with this spear has taken Robo off the stage 3 times before taking how much damage?
57 damage. Double-digit damage taken by Monty. Dude, this is like back when we used to do PAXs and things. It's like if a dev ever got beat, whoever was next would get absolutely demolished, because it's like, oh, now I have to lock in for whoever's next.
Yeah, you can't lose 2 in a row.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what Moni did. He's like, okay, I just lost twice, unfortunately, so now I got to lock in and kind of just reset.
Goodness. Hey, I do want to shout out Robo, though. Cool guy, shows up to BCX when they can. Last year, I think Robo, and correct me if I'm wrong, beat either, I think he was Manny or Foda.
Ooh.
In the
Devs vs. Viewers side stream thing.
Which shout out. That is not an easy win, and all of our coworkers let us know, like, they were trying. They were all in on those. So just like Monty here, trying to get the knockouts as soon as possible. Oh, the side signature.
Couldn't go for more there. Ended up going for the wall touch, which is valid. Wants to keep the stock alive, but could have been a cool moment.
Yeah, if Monty had jumped one more time, it would have been over for him. But able, with that speeder, to get the KO against Matt here. Junior Mangander showing up in a big way again, getting some damage
Tragedy.
on the... Oh my gosh. I mean, is that considered a pogo also?
A little bit, yeah. I was thinking that the way he uses Greatsword Dare is very pogo-like.
Yeah,
except this pogo kind of hurts more.
Yeah, this pogo is longer and sharper. There's just more blade to it. I think I've seen a clip, and it might have been of Brawlhalla in tournament, just hitting like 3 Greatsword Dares in a row, like from height to like next to the platform to under the platform. And it was just a boom, boom, boom KO, almost like a jackhammer Greatsword move. Yeah. It was pretty clean. Oh, they're guessing numbers in chat, Duke. You want to guess a number?
6.
Valid. I'm going to guess 887.4.
We did not establish the range in which these numbers exist. Perchance, negative 0.25.
Ooh, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Similarly, Monty is also in the kitchen, called World's End, cooking up Matt here. One more string should do it, and there goes Loki. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
A level 100 Loki to boot. I didn't even realize.
Man, why you know what? It's, he did his best.
Yeah, he got a stock. You
yeah,
know?
Exactly.
Ooh, we got a Mega Man jumping in here with the Ascended Nyx Blaster, too.
Marvin. But they have a gold frame. Is that a fake-out gold frame?
It might be. It might be. It's really hard to tell so deep into Brawlhalla's history. Like,
yeah.
This Mega Man could be like Brawlhalla ID 78. We don't know.
Okay. Oh, went for the triple. I respect it.
Something super hard to do.
Do it again.
With a soft platform.
Do it again. There you go.
Nair?
Oh, I like the attempt.
Yeah, I mean, goodness
Third one
gracious.
for the fans. Oh, soft platform's not there.
CDJ trading out some damage finally as Monty's no longer in control until he jumps onto the speeder bike and takes Mega Man for a ride. Yikes.
Yeah, rough start here for CDJ. Oh, okay. Really rough start for CDJ. Is the GCN stick for Moni. Gonna put him down to his final stock.
Yeah, sometimes it takes 2 KOs to really lock in, though. You know, we've seen crazier comebacks before. I don't predict one happening here, but we've seen them.
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
Sometimes is sometimes, but maybe not this time.
I mean, I never want to say never, but down signature into the Sair, into the offstage, unarmed. Oh, he's going for more! Chat, he's got a family! Bro's got a family! I didn't see the damage number there, but it was not 3 digits. No, I could guess that much.
That was pretty brutal. How do you join? Join the lobby, which I don't know the code for, and then press A faster than everybody else.
Or C, or whatever they've bound it to. And, there's possibly J. Y on Switch, maybe?
Potentially, I don't know.
Lobby number is 365435. For those children trying to jump in, we've got approximately 20 more minutes left, which, I mean, dude, it could be another, like, 6 or 7 wins for Monty.
Yeah, it depends how fast he wants to go.
I feel like after
this rate,
pro speed bump, it's just off to the races.
Yeah. Which is how I like to go through any place that has speed bumps.
Just as fast as possible.
Yeah, like after you're past the speed bumps, then it's gas pedal.
Yeah. Have you seen those like musical roads in the middle of nowhere?
Oh, I have online, not like physically.
Ditto. I've only seen it virtually as well. But how cool of a concept to be like, if you're bored on the road and want to wake up a little bit, just play some music with your tires.
Yeah.
By the way, half of them are off tune because their spacing's wrong. But Monty's spacing isn't wrong. Against his Asuri, a little three-piece from Greatsword, weapon throw not making contact. Oh, the spike! Yo, big shout-outs to Foda. If you're watching, you would have loved that.
Yeah, Photo Classic there. GC Ensig gets back to the stage and hits the opponent. Moni now disarmed.
Is this Ovechkin? Hold on. Is this a DC legend from the hockey arena? What's going on here? Turning our controller back on so we can peek.
Close.
Overkiller. What a name. That sounds similar to like a Star Wars villain, right? Like Starkiller?
Yeah. Wait.
From the video games.
Okay.
One of the chat.
I
Which
think
video game?
you could probably put most space words and then killer, and it'd be a pretty menacing opponent.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. What's a nebula killer? Ooh.
Yep.
You're a huge cloud of gas in space. Watch out. we got something deadly over here. Oh man.
No methane allowed in this spaceport.
No, how dare you be hydrogen? What are you thinking? Buff Ulgrim, buff Ulgrim, buff Ulgrim. Maybe after we nerf Brawlhalla, because what a clean two-stock coming from the pro there, moving the win count closer now to the record of all time, which is like 20. But that was also 20 undefeated, so.
Fair. He is trying to zoom, though, trying to get as many in as possible. Up next, Momsy.
Oh, like maw is in like the gaping maw of like
The Sarlacc pit.
Sarlacc. I was thinking Crate Dragon, I think is the one that has the pearl in it that you can make lightsabers out of, and Knights of the Old Republic, one of the best games ever made in the Star Wars universe. Shoutouts.
Buff Greatsword, you don't want me touching balance. We're just going to say that right now.
Yeah, the deft hand of the balance team, making sure balance is like, I honestly want to say within like 10%, maybe before super stances, of like the worst quote and best quote legends were like 10% difference, right? It really boiled down to the player.
Yeah. Also, a clean KO there. Moni, I think, took 0 damage. Just want to call that out.
That is important against the Art Deco Orion here. You're dressing to impress, but Monty is brawling to impress. And Master Zeno, I might get JB4 stocked if I was to jump in. I gotta be so for real. Monty is just so freaking good at this game. Down signature into the down air, into another pogo. Monty gets back though.
I really like the attempt. The slide charts, excuse me, down signature. Unfortunately, didn't get the jump out. Wow, a little too close for that side signature.
Yeah, I think it might just be Orion also having a super mobile side signature on Lance. Kind of knew what was coming. That was just micro spacing by the viewer here. Monty trying to call out that recovery, finds it with a pogo. The down air from the spear is able to lock things up, and we see that green great saber back in Luke's hands here. I want to see something crazy with Greatsword Duke.
Yeah? You haven't seen enough craziness yet?
I think my crazy meter's at about like 80%.
Okay.
I could take 20 more before just being done for the day.
Yeah, still got to fill up some room in the tank.
Yeah. I want to maximize the mileage you get from the tank for a refill. You know, nowadays that's super important.
Yeah. You want to avoid refueling as much as possible.
Yeah, I took the bus recently.
Okay.
Ground pound from Ma, not enough to get this first stock off of Monty. Going for that back-to-back Sair, caught by the neutral sig. I love that neutral sig when I'm playing with it.
I hate it when I'm playing against it.
Yeah, that's how she goes. That's like 90% of everything in the game. I love it when I do it. I hate it when it gets done to me. Monty looking for some side signatures here. It really will only take a couple tickles before Maz is knocked out. Nair's not going to be enough. Monty grounded with this greatsword, tries to go for the gravity cancel, down light finisher. Oh, that was quite the move. The side light into the short hop recovery. Yeah. It did miss, but able to turn around afterwards and secure the KO against Maz. Monty's wasting no time in between matches. Viewers filling in that slot immediately, and we have Icy Tomato in with Dallism.
Is that a room code at the end?
It might be. It could just mean they could be trying to replicate what happens when you have a no-no name.
Oh, okay. I was like, do they just have somebody holding down a room for them at all times, and they're like, we have claimed ownership. They're what is the word?
Their guild. Their
Thing
claim, their
when
stake.
people stay in a house that they don't own.
Oh, they're squatting.
Yeah, they're squatting in the room.
What is squatting? Oh, we need to do another Brawlhalla Jeopardy soon. That's always so much fun.
Yeah.
Icy Tomato, it might be a room number. It could just be, maybe their postal code so they don't forget it. We don't know, and we'll probably never figure it out. But they're throwing super hot fireballs that look kind of like tomatoes, but there is no ice on Dualism Kit unless you're playing them icily. That's really a stretch, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you know what? Spoilers for the next potential, I don't know.
Ice Dollism.
Ice doll soon. Capcom, hit us up.
We got ideas.
The fadeaway cider, though. Icy Tomato, looking good.
Yeah, indeed. Going back to the room number thing, because I remembered, there used to be people that would hunt every single patch. This is like back when lobby numbers were 5 digits, so it was a little easier. They would hunt for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They would try to go for angel numbers, like 5s across the board. Or if they were being really funny, the MLG numbers, if chat, you remember those.
Yeah.
But Monty, looking at damage numbers, trying to equal things up here. Icy has not only a stock lead, but a massive, massive damage lead. Finally, with the downlight into recovery, Monty's able to even things up, but needs to climb one of those mountains we were talking about earlier to equalize the game fully.
Yeah, he is behind. Shoutouts to Icy Tomato, because one, I would not want to eat that, and two, neither is Monty right now because he's taking a lot of damage. Well,
but able to deal out a lot of damage too. That great sword nearly equalized things. Icy sitting in maybe like an heirloom tomato orange is what we could call that color. But Monty's, barbecue sauce nearly. Take him and put him on a brisket or some ribs or something, whatever floats your boat, chat. Monty is looking close to becoming a Force Ghost here.
Might be down to his final stock here in just a little bit. Nice weapon toss, pick up Sig, just right in the mind of the Icy Tomato, and down to the final stock.
Yeah, I was talking about how great sword can flow a little earlier, but spear can as well. And Monty showing mastery, it feels like, over both of these weapons when put against the wall, able to just start swinging. Hardly took more than 50 damage from Icy's second stock here. Until then.
Yep, Neutralites will eventually KO, especially on a small map like this one. Final stock here for Moni.
Yeah, hopefully Moni's momentum wasn't interrupted by getting KO'd there. They had so much uninterrupted damage. A sidelight into a fancy recovery there. Calling out the full depth of the ground pound, but still missing ice in his veins. Tomato is just doing what tomatoes do. He's being
gross,
sweat, sloppy, I don't know. Yeah. Like, a tomato needs to be prepared in a certain way. I can't eat it like an apple, that's for sure.
Just gotta show off the blade skills with the tomato. Downsig not gonna hit. Icy Tomato actually in a really good position here. Downsig gonna whiff though.
Yeah, Monty's trying to slice up this Icy Tomato here, potentially adding some mozzarella, basil, olive oil, and a little bit of balsamic to have one of those fancy Italian Greek salads. Caprese, thank you. Monty, Tomato. Oh my gosh, the recovery almost does it, but the ground cancel, downlight, weapon no hit, ground pound.
I thought that was gonna just be a problem, that weapon toss, but no, he turned it around and went with the ground pound. That was dirty, and he deserves that laugh. Emo, Moni got clipped there a little bit.
Icy Tomato, reveal yourself. You can't be just an unknown entity.
Yeah, take off the mask.
Somebody said MarkyMoo. Oh, MarkyMoo!
No, MarkyMoo's here now. Yeah.
Video game. I know that was a lot to handle last match. Thank you. We're locked in. I was worried we were just going to be locked eternally looking at most Icely.
No. It's Moni thinking about resetting himself after that last one. That's what that is.
Chat. Monty might have had the toughest pro versus viewers lineup of all time.
To get number 1 and number 2 world champions in your lineup, that's a little unfortunate for you.
I mean, it is really good for us, the viewers, though.
True.
Because this has been fantastic content. Oh, MarkyMoo swapping it over to the Kaya. I thought they were locking in the zone initially. Wow. Is this the real MarkyMoo? Can we get a Kaya heart in the chat? This is the real MarkyMoo. Or sorry, Yumiko, not Kaya. That's the emoji he loves so much.
Oh, okay. It's like, no, that's definitely Kaya on the screen. I'm very confused right now.
Yeah. We're seeing Gulp rip Monty in the chat. Monty, unfazed seemingly, taking a good amount of damage, but able to really break out with this great sword. And we almost got a triple dare. We talked about it earlier.
He didn't touch. MarkyMoo going to convert that to a KO.
MarkyMoo shows, I think, the best example of keeping cool, calm, and collected after being in a crazy off-edge situation. It really looked like he was gone there, but able to move out, maybe DI from that second dare, into taking control of the situation into the KO. MarkyMoo is just world champion for a reason. Brawlhalla with the neutralite into nothing follow-up. Marky gets a lot of bow damage here, tries to catch the landing of Brawlhalla, but doesn't quite get it, going for that gravity cancel neutralite, which might have been enough, but Brawlhalla finds the javelin, pardon me, and knocks out MarkyMoo for the first time.
Yeah, really good toss on the side of Monty to get that stock off Marky, but a chase down with that side signature, goes for a second one. This is the fun of these streams, though, is the pros can just kind of go for some wild stuff.
Yeah, there is really nothing on the line except for fun here, and the fun button definitely shows off a lot more. And, you know, once is good, twice is nice, you know? Side air from Monty, not making contact. Feels like he didn't jump when he meant to there. Barely able to touch the wall after this onslaught of down airs from MarkyMoo. 2 stacked spears, not a lot going on. MarkyMoo chasing out that side light. Monty returning one of his own, able to hit that recovery, unable to weapon starve MarkyMoo as he picks up another spear here. The damage is almost equal. The stocks are different.
He's doing him dirty, man. Dare weapon toss, got him with the GC downlight, turnaround side air, just for the fun of it.
Yeah, Monty opening up with that greatsword, but not finding a whole bunch of follow-ups with the bridges here. The weapon throw and
clean.
the pick up downlight recovery. I mean, he felt Icy Tomato's energy, I feel like, and wanted to do something of the same ilk. MarkyMoo floating, staying high next to Monty in the air, looking potentially for a neutral air unarmed that could have KO'd. Bow in hand, bow out of hand, no KO yet. Monty quaking in their boots. That trail effect is so cool.
Yeah, it's a good one.
And it follows Brawlhalla off the stage as MarkyMoo, the 1v1 world champion of 2025, takes the dub. If there was ever a rematch in a Pro Viewer lobby, I'd want it to be here.
That's definitely a viable option. I don't know if Moni would want it to be there. I think he might be like, all right, who's next? Let's keep this ball rolling.
Yeah, I mean, that's super, super valid. That number in the U and Pro column, I mean, I feel like we should put another asterisk next to Pro that says like PR1, PR2, you know, PR double digits all around. Well played, MarkyMoo. Shout out another Brawlhalla partner there, and a GOAT. Up next, we're seeing, is this Volcano? What is this?
Volcanico?
Volcanico on the Mako. I feel like Monty was in deep water, and honestly, a shark in deep water is the least of his concerns when they had goats in the deep water previously.
Yeah, I feel like Moni would take a shark in the waters at this point. Nice. Easy cleanup there with the 3-piece over the spear.
Yeah, super clean damage. Monty looking to go back into flow state against maybe some people that are new to PR or have no PR.
Dude, that's what pros versus viewers should end with an average PR of the viewers as a way to like quantify the general skill level that the pro had to go against.
Interesting. I think that I mean, we've already said it. This would be the highest ever. This has been a nuts showcase. Missing the speeder into hitting a pogo, chasing Mako into the abyss there. Monty secures the second stock. God, I'm still getting over the fact that we had BalloonBoy and MarkyMoo in this. It's so cool. And Monty didn't do bad against either of them. I think both games were last stock.
He definitely held his own, although I think there's the fanboys who are going to Johns and be like, they weren't on their mains, but you know what?
Neither's Monty.
It's all for funsies.
Another speeder KO. Monty taking a dub against the viewer there. Man, what a fun stream this has been so far.
Yeah.
My goodness. I mean, maybe we have an even more exciting, like, final game in the last 5 or 6 minutes we have here. Maybe, like, LDZ hops in the lobby or something.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
He's got to go against every world champion. So we got to get LDZ. We got to get everyone who's won BCX on the internet. So that's like Pavelski and Swada.
Yeah, and don't forget Swarft is also one of BCX.
We got to get Used. We got to get Egg Soup, our multi-time world champion.
Yep. Anybody you've ever seen on a banner or anybody who's claimed to be world champion, just get him in the queue. That'd actually be such a fun gauntlet. Every year after BCX is like the final piece de resistance of content for us. It's like just world champion summit. Monty getting a ton of damage onto this Yumiko super early, but unable to convert into a KO so far. Ooh. And Yumiko evens things up. Down signature into neutral air. Monty throwing out down sig of their own. Down air to follow as well. Side air onto the side of Shadow Scar Landing's platform, and a KO was confirmed. I still think of the ice cream map from back in the day. It was in the test features called like ice cream cone or something.
Yeah, when we didn't have a pillar before that point, and we were like, let's figure out what we can do with this.
Yeah, it's just like too many people floating underneath the stage. Stop that. Just put in the ice cream cone. And this one just looks like it would be like a chocolate blueberry ice cream cone. Chat, you can tell I didn't have breakfast. I'm so sorry. That's like chocolate the fourth food thing. Yeah. As a cone. That might be the first ever. Chat, any Googlers? Any knowledge getters?
You know, like, instinctively, I was like, that sounds weird. Doesn't hit the recovery. But you know what? Now that I think about it, it's probably not that bad. Like, a chocolate blueberry waffle probably wouldn't be that bad. Like, a blueberry waffle with chocolate on top. Mm-hmm.
That's like the middle waffler pancake. Like, if a mom of, like, 4 kids is, like, making a bunch, like, I want blueberry, I want chocolate. And one kid's like, I don't care, Mom. And she's like, all right, I got a little bit of this and a little bit of that left. Let me just, boom.
You got a little bit of both. You also got the mystery Laffy Taffy of waffles.
Have you ever heard why those flavors existed?
Yeah, it's because it's the in-between of the 2 flavors.
Yeah, the extruder's like, I don't cleanly transition between 2 things, so you're going to get Blurpleberry or whatever.
And somebody at the office was like, what if we sold this?
Bleach it, make it undistinguishable color-wise, and sell it. Monty with another win, going into what will likely be our last match here against a silly little guy.
He's just a silly little guy.
A little goof.
A little silly fella. Tempest D-Sig. What's a good Does Priya have a good down sig?
I mean, down sig. The Chakram down sig is pretty nice. Okay. After hitting a split side light, you know, it covers a lot of options. We saw Sandstorm use it a bunch before he took his final tournament stock. But also, I really like the down sig, I guess, pre-nerf on Sword.
Okay.
Because that huge ribbon spike is just, it's so fun to use. Monty not giving Tem any opportunities to use it, however, being super dominant so far with the spear all over Priya from the left, right, and above. Weapon toss there to space it a little more. Side light, trying to go for the side air, but Priya staying low and below it.
Okay, nice punish there. Yep, saw the burn dodge. Easy down light gravity cancel N-Sig. Honestly, that N-Sig needs to be used off gravity cancel more just because, like, that's, like, if you ever talk to Mike, like, that was, like, part of the reason. He was like, dude, have you ever wanted to do a down sig or want to do a neutral sig off a down light and go just straight up? That's why we made that sig.
Yeah, and he was able to showcase it great the other day in his ranked grind on stream. Mike has done so much in the game, and a lot of it, along with the balance team, was just because, like, I want to do this cool thing that I've never done on this weapon before.
Yeah.
But Monty has definitely gotten a ton of KOs with 2 great sword recoveries in the past. Oh, just short of hitting that gravity cancel side light, which could have transferred into a Nair. KO potentially super early on Priya's final stock here. That ribbon neutral sig on Sword, just missing Montyhalla. Luke ain't playing with ribbons, he's playing with the Force. Chakram in hand now.
Good dodge down. Okay, there's the down sig. I trying to finish off a stock with it. We went through the weapon toss there.
Sometimes all you need is patience.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta watch them do it to themselves.
Mm-hmm. I was looking at chat as that KO occurred. Recovery from another KO there. Somebody said the nerds are mad at nerds for being nerds or something like that. I see some number guessing going on in the chat, and Monty's immediately locked into another one. We have another minute and a half.
1 minute. Okay, that's just long enough for me to look up La Hospital's rule, because nobody in chat helped me out here, and so...
Well, we had Nebula, Killer, Icy Tomato, etc., but now we have God Destroyer on the Ready to Riot Taros going up against Brawlhalla, and game number 20-ish of this pro versus viewers and pros exhibition here. Monty, a lot of these opening sidelights, finally able to get a bridge and a finish there as he knocked up some damage. Down Sig into side air, tried to chase down the greatsword off the left side, unable to do so. Getting back to the stage first and picking up that Vibro Axe Spear. There was a potential for God Destroyer to turn that around at the last minute.
Well, now he's got the hammer. Definitely a weapon that can turn a lot of things around, especially if Moni goes off stage. Ooh, I like the attempt there. God Destroyer not able to get to the wall just yet and will not be able to. Another name that you could put Space Word and then Destroyer and be probably pretty menacing.
Yeah, 100%. The off-stage unarmed pressure that Monty was able to put out there, almost getting back with an air chase dodge. But God Destroyer, he knows how gravity works. Assisting with that ground pound and knockout. Monty, did you find out what the esthetician's law was?
Yeah, so it's about when you have indeterminate results, so like 0 over 0 or infinity over infinity, and it states that fx over gx. But you don't, gravity cancel NSIG.
Gravity cancel NSIG over Luke Skywalker equals KO. Monty, who started this match in a very dominant way, is now sitting on their last stock. Looking at Taros, sitting on 2. That floating ground pound, unable to make contact, as Monty's seen it 1,000 times and knows how to get around it, but needs to start doing a lot of greatsword damage here if they have hope of winning this last match against Pro vs. Viewers. And with this offstage pressure, it might not happen.
Got him the wall touch. He's going to be okay for now. Mr. Destroyer needs to find a way to get this stock, like you were saying. Keep him off stage, goes for another ground pound, but Moni just fast falls down, comes up with a recovery.
And the turnaround neutral save to instantly catch Monty's landing. Downstig's not going to catch, but Monty is so close to KO. That bridge into finisher is not quite enough. Trying to go for the side air, but getting punished with a recovery. God Destroyer hammer in hand. Monty getting a spear, but punished for trying the neutral sig out of nowhere. God Destroyer is maybe 1 or 2 hits away from taking this game.
Can't get the scoop up. All right, Moni. Oh, wow. You're very good at words, because I have been sitting here thinking Moni was up 2 stocks to 1 and then realized that I read the thing wrong.
Yeah, no, it's dire for Monty here. Finally able to even up the stocks. Needs to do like 150 damage unanswered and then get a finishing move to make this a dub in his column.
Ooh, that's unfortunate. God Destroyer with the neutralite to punish the whiffed recovery, and God Destroyer gonna get that one, and I think we'll close out our pros versus viewers.
Yeah, I think that is it. I never knew that Ready to Riot Taros's 3D glasses were also for reading glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Because throwing out that read taunt at the end of every stock was absolutely brutal. Duke, thanks for hopping on the mic with me today. That was super fun. Chat,
thanks for having me.
Brawlhalla Star Wars event continues. There's so many iconic characters from Star Wars in Brawlhalla, just available in bundles in Brawlhalla. There's emotes, there's KO effects, there's so much
there's a lot
cool stuff. If you're uninterested, valid Battle Pass is also going on. Dragons are cool too, and mid-season Duke is coming up quick.
Yeah, make sure you get your tickets before it is too late, because we want to see you there. And also, hotels are booking up very quickly. I'm sorry, they're fighting on the side, and y'all know me. I'm going to be watching it. But yeah, make sure you get your tickets for mid-season before it's too late. It's going to be a really fun time. It's going to be really cool. There's some good ideas that are floating around for ways to make mid-season more special. So if you can make it out, highly recommend.
Yeah, we'd love to see Brawlers at LANs. Thank you all so much for joining. We'll see you in the queue, and shout out all the pros that hopped into the lobby today, including Monty. Thank you so much. We appreciate y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Are you gonna find out?